Hey, great day, y'all. I hope that you were all able to wake up super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope you set that high vibe. Well, today, I noticed that light there is behind me, and it's, you know what, I'm going to have to change the lighting. Because Bruno's going to come on today. Bruno's going to come on the live. So, we were just chit-chatting, and I told him I was going to do a live. And, yeah, I'm going to pull him on right now.
Hello.
Hi. What was the echo that you were telling me about? You were just saying that there's an echo.
Yeah, I mean, there was an echo for me, but apparently, like, I don't know, the echo is gone now.
Happy New Year, Bruno.
Oh, wait, I'm hearing everything again.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. No, I'm just like hearing everything I'm saying and you're saying like in the background. It's
Okay,
the
so
weirdest.
that's weird. That's something that's happening with your device, not mine.
Yeah, probably. It's my device. Don't worry.
Okay, do you want to fix that?
Yeah, sure. Like, I'll leave and then I'll come back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll remove you and then we'll get you back on.
All right. Cool.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have had an amazing morning and day up until now. And I hope that you guys have been able to maintain your high vibe. And I hope that you guys have been self-reflective in being aware of the things that you're feeling, you're saying, you're doing. Why? So that you can get the most out of your experience. You see, it's really, really important to do that. You know, not only is it important not to stay distracted from your own being in life, but it's also very, very important to always operate from your heart and follow your heart no matter what. Oh, Bruno, you're back. Okay, cool. So you know what? I'll get you back up here. Guys, today we're going to speak to Bruno. Let's get him on here.
Hello.
Hi, Bruno. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year. I know that we
Thank you.
spoke before, but hey,
Yeah.
we may as well jointly tell everybody Happy New Year out there for everybody who's going to watch the video or on replay.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year to everybody. God,
So
may
guys,
God be with your soul.
yeah, you're I can see the pixels. Okay, guys, look, I'm going to give Bruno the floor because I want you guys to really understand who Bruno is and what Bruno does. Because you guys have seen me come out and talk to Bruno, and you know that I go on to his TV show, okay? Love it or shove it. So I'd like Bruno to introduce himself and what he actually does. Okay, guys? And remember something, eh? Mark your calendars, you guys. If you guys haven't gone and subscribed already, go and subscribe to Love It or Shove It, 88 on YouTube, because I'll be on that show next week. Bruno, take the floor.
So, hi everybody. How are you today? So, I am a self-love coach that coaches women in between their 30s to their 40s to empower their divinity and unlock their goddess within, right? Women who want to feel more confident, women who want to feel a little bit more shameless. They want to feel less guilty. They want to understand themselves better. They want to feel safer in their body. They want to, again, create that self-love, accept themselves, love themselves, trust themselves, right? Be fully in love with what they are and accept that they are more than their body, right? They can be better, but being better is not just creating a sort of attachment with what you are looking at the mirror and expect to like it without doing anything to change. It's more on the within, right? It's going within in what you want to be, right? Is working on what truly makes you feminine, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be 100% feminine, be all submissive and stuff. No, you can you can have masculine tendencies, right? Just like men can have feminine tendencies as well. Like me, for example. I won't speak for anybody but myself. I have my feminine tendencies, right? Um, but I also have my masculine, right? But I will always be more masculine than feminine, right? Because I'm a man, right? You being a woman, it's not that you're supposed to be more feminine than masculine. You are whatever you want to be. However, if you do want to be more feminine than masculine, if you want to work more on your femininity than on your masculinity, right? I am your man to help you do that, to help you empower that, right? Because we don't live in a world anymore where only women can help women and only men can help men. In fact, usually a person who's from the outside can see something that the person that are from the inside can see. And a woman helping another woman from the outside is not really the same thing as helping them from the outside because they're women like, right? They're also women. So a man seeing from the outside how a woman really behaves and really wanting to help them being better is one of the most beautiful things this world has yet to see. And he's going to start seeing more and more and more. And I want to be a part of that change, but I don't want to just be a part of that change. I want to be a part of your change, right? I want to be a part of your change, right? Because one by one, hundreds, thousands, millions, dozens, but one by one, right? And you can be next, and you can be next. And with my help, I won't guarantee anything because the reality is that there's lots of guarantees out there, and majority of them are all bullshit, right? What I can tell you is this. What I can tell you is this. Coming from Toby and coming from all other women, right? I will conquer your pain with you. So I am opening a free slot, 3 free slots, 3 of them, um, for a space of a month to uh, coach 3 women in a space of a month, uh, everything for free in exchange for a video testimony, right? So I coach you. It totally works, obviously, and you you give me a video testimonial, right, of how of how it was and how you felt and how helpful it was for you, right? And that's all I'm asking. I don't ask anything in return but a video testimonial of how great it was. That's it.
That's awesome. So how can they reach out to you if they're interested in taking part in the 3 slots?
Yeah. So you can message me right here on Facebook. You can follow me, right, and then you can like direct message me, no problem. You can always go on YouTube at Bruno Coaches You, and you can also follow me there if you'd like to.
You have another
Um,
YouTube? It's Bruno Coaches You?
no, it will have to be directly on my Love It or Shove It.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my Love It or Shove It is on YouTube. and my Free Love Spirit Tribe group.
All right, so guys, it'll be up in the comments. Say, make sure you guys go and subscribe and stuff. You know, and I'm going to validate what he's saying to you because, look, when we came together as masterminds and doing things in a creative power sense, listen, what he brought to the table was priceless, okay? This is somebody that can really help you tap in to help. Like, and we all have a feminine and masculine energy within. That's the balance in all of us. So it's not like anybody can sit there and say, well, I am not predominantly, like, look, I'll give you, it's better that I drop it like this. Me personally, I carry a more dominant masculine energy inside a feminine body because I have never in my life been in a safe space to allow my feminine energy to be the most dominant one. And I'm quite aware of that. But women, you can easily tap in toward to your divine feminine no matter what you're living. Okay, and he can help you do that. He really can. He's made me think differently about some things. So if he can shift my mindset towards some things, well, I'm telling you, my mindset is not easy to shift. Okay? He's effective, literally. Or I wouldn't even, promote what he's doing. He just offered 3 free coaching slots. So, guys, this is not a call to work with me. This is an opportunity for 3 people to tap into the highest potential of their being without having to pay for it, for a video testimony. Hey, it's a win, 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 win. There's no loss in that. Reach him and take advantage of it because those 3 slots will be filled by the end of today. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
So, Bruno, you posted the stuff in the comments?
Yep. So I
Okay.
posted my name Instagram profile. I posted my YouTube as well, and I posted our Facebook group called Free Love Spirit Tribe group.
All right. So, guys, yeah, that's awesome. So, what do you do within this coaching? Like, what could they expect? Like, let's say, because a lot of people are going to be a little shy. So, let them know a little bit of what to expect on the first intro with you, like, so that they don't feel nervous or scared coming at you.
Yeah.
Like, just a little glimpse into what they can expect.
So you see, this is the beautiful part of coaching, is you actually have the opportunity to connect with the people that you're coaching, right? It's all about the connection. Look, this is not like consultancy, and this is not psychology. This is coaching. It's different. You actually connect with the person you are in, right? You don't just sit down on a chair and you have a psychologist shove it up your bumhole every single thing, right, that he wants to take from you. No, you connect. You have an actual conversation. You are being asked questions, right? Like your efforts are being validated, right? This is the things, like, not only there's connection, your efforts are being validated, right? My job as a coach is to put you in a comfortable position and situation for you to open up, right? Because then what's the point, right? That's the whole point of it, right? The whole point is for you to feel safe in my presence, right? Emotionally safe. And that's what usually the first call is all about. It's really navigating and kind of understanding, right? How did we get here in the first place? How, why, when? Well, the when is now, fine, but like, when did you decide that? Have you always had that in the back of your mind? Who made you do that? Was it yourself, or were you advised? Right? What happened? How did it happen? Right? When did it happen? With who did it happen? And so forth, right? Now, again, right? This is not about shoving questions up your bumhole, expecting the perfect answer from somebody that clearly wants to have some sort of, not attachment, but some sort of, well, not an affair, well, but not a connection. The connection, yes, but some sort of trust, some sort of trust, right? So that's the whole point. The whole point of the first ever call, right, is to really have that sort of trust connection. And obviously, right, for people who are shy, or even for women, right, that can be a little bit more shy, and they don't like to, they're not usually able to open up about these type of things, right? My my part in the coaching, right, is to ask the right questions, right? Be Pay attention to my words, right? There's no judging, there's no criticizing, right? There's being direct and everything, okay, of course, but also paying really attention with the words, right? And it doesn't have to be stressing, it doesn't have to be anxious, it doesn't have to be, it can be fun, right? Um, and that's it. It's all about the fun, right?
Well,
And I know that
self-discovery is usually fun.
so
It
yeah,
really is.
self-discovery,
Like,
right?
and especially being asked targeted questions that are going to trigger things inside of you for self-awareness and self-love, and that's amazing, because then you don't have to figure it out by yourself.
Yeah,
And
absolutely,
we were never taught how to love ourselves. We were taught everything
exactly.
else but that.
Yeah,
And this is
absolutely.
why anybody who really wants to master loving themselves, a self-love coach is really essential to do that.
It's key. It's key. It's key.
Yeah.
It's key, right? It's key.
And it's an ongoing process all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. But
Yeah.
taking the first couple of steps,
Mm-hmm.
wow. And what an opportunity, Bruno. That's awesome that you actually have decided for the new year to pay it forward in this way. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That, that's really awesome. And I
Because
encourage
I think that,
any women out there that want to give it a shot. You're not losing anything. He's willing to offer his services for free because of his service to humanity. So, guys, jump on the opportunity. He's got 3 spots to work with him for a month for free to feel
yeah.
the effects of what it feels like to have a self-love and relationship coach. Because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
look, if you're loving yourself, you amplify everything in your life. See, that's the key. It's with self-love that you learn to master yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love that you learn to master emotional intelligence. It's key. Bruno, I really
Yep.
love what you're doing.
Thank you, Toby. I really like what you're doing as well. I really love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well, I'll let everybody know what I'm up to.
Yep.
Guys,
Go.
I'll introduce you to Alpha eMind Mastery, empowering
Woo.
your emotional mastery. This is my brand. This is my logo for the new year. I will post my logo after in the comments for everybody to take a look. Um, I'm going to not launch a coaching business this year. I will be promoting my already 7 books that are out there globally distributed. I've got 4 out there for personal development, 2 for children, and 1 for parenting. but I'm going to be speaking about the powers of possibility, tapping into your highest potential of your being and mastering your emotional intelligence. So that's going to be my thing. But what I'm going to bring to the table, I'm in the midst of creating ebooks and toolkits and guides and actually courses that will be available in the coming months for people to master their emotions, because that's key to a lot of things in your life. People don't realize how much emotional intelligence is key. Not only do you become self-aware, but you can regulate your emotions no matter what you're living. You can actually take the power back from what has been taking your power. So it's really important. So that's what I'll be out here doing. So my YouTube channel has now been branded with my logo. So any of the videos that come up, you will see my Alpha E-Mind Mastery logo on my videos now. I've done that. I've also changed the video on my YouTube page. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed, go do it, because there's lots of changes and lots of great stuff coming. Yeah, literally. And Bruno's show, I'll be on his show next week on the 10th with Irina
Yep.
and him, because Irina also, Portnova, is with him on the Love It or Shove It. And she's amazing. She's a manifestation coach. And she'll be on the show. She co-hosts with Bruno. It's their show together. And I'll be on that show next week. So, guys, I want you guys to go and subscribe so you don't miss the fun. Because the new year is bringing new things, new changes, new heightened heights, and new levels of reach. So, jump on the bandwagon to tap into your highest potential, master your emotions this year, learn how to self-love, take the opportunities at hand that are granted to you freely. Because, again, for anybody on the replay, reach out to Bruno. Get your free coaching for a month. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Literally. So, Bruno, how was your trip?
Oh man, my trip to France was awesome. I faced so many demons that I thought I wouldn't be able to face that soon, because honestly, like when you're stuck in the fear, you're stuck in the same emotion, and that emotion seems like a lifetime. It's seconds, but it seems like fucking thousands of years, you know? And like you start generalizing your life, and oh my god, it's gonna be like this for the rest of my life. I'm not gonna be able to have a normal life anymore, and whatever. And when you kind of like take yourself away from that fear and you just face it, um, it's free. It's freedom. It is. It's freedom. It's like even if it wasn't, even if that freedom wasn't like, even if you were like, fuck, like, it's like even if it's like not perfect, like the way you really wanted, it's normal, because like when your life changes in such a big, tremendous way, things around you are gonna change as well, and it's things that come like with a price. But I learned to see them as priceless because of the way I got them, or the way I earned them, right? Um, so for me, it's obviously you have the impact, you have everything, you have this and that, right? And sometimes when you go into a restaurant, like you want to have like a good time with your family, you want to have a good time with this, right? But your family can help but to see that, like, like it's like you're not alone anymore, in terms of like people don't know you, because people are gonna know you if you're with me, right? um and the same thing with you, Toby, right? I'm pretty sure, yes. um and you see, it's like it's things that like, especially I went through public humiliation in 2022 in Morocco, in the middle of a restaurant, and I had a panic attack in the middle of the restaurant, right? And it was really bad. Like, I mean, I spent we talked about this before. Me and you, Tobi. Like, I spent like 3 days in the dark. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. I had so much like stored like emotional energy that needed to come out. It was just there stuck in my body for like days, and I didn't know what to do with it. Just and that's how I became fearless. I don't fear anything anymore, you know. So when I was in
So
a
but you
restaurant,
were saying though, you were saying when you, oh, I can hear my echo. I'll back up.
uh,
Um, but you were saying when you went on your trip, you had to face more fear. So what was the fear that you had to face when you went on your trip?
the fear, yeah, I mean, yeah, the fear was, well, I said I was fearless, that's for sure. So when I said fears, it wasn't, I didn't really want to kind of say that. I had my fears and then I lost them, right? And now it was time to really like put myself to the test of what I defended so for so many months. I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, right? And I gave myself reasons to be fearless. I learned how to fight. I got better. Um, you know, like I learned how to control my emotions. I learned how to not be intimidated. I learned how to maintain my emotional character and all that stuff. And
So you
I
became
think like
emotionally intelligent.
exactly, right. I became emotionally intelligent because I taught myself how to do things so I don't have reasons to panic, right? I understood people. I started to get to know people more. I started to really get to know the psychology of people at all levels in life, from consumer based, right? With this book here, Cash Advertising. This book is amazing. Uh, and also um, like physical stuff, emotional, psychically, psychologically, financially, again emotionally, right? Um, and that's what I mean, right? It's like when you know people and also when you know what you're doing, there's no reason to fear, there's no reason for anything, right? And when you understand that like everything is just a test, right? uh because you know like what I mean, you know, when we talk about like facing your fears, we talk about facing yourself, right? When you have a fear, that what you have something that was imposed to yourself, that it wasn't a fear, you fear it. It's not a fear, you're the one who fears it, right?
Yeah,
That's just a
it's
thing.
false. Go ahead, sorry.
Like that's just a thing,
Yeah, it's a thought.
right?
That's what
Exactly,
we
it's a
really fear.
ex-
We're fearing our own thoughts because it's false evidence appearing real. Because whatever we're seeing is our own reality. So the fears are really unjustified because they're really, all fears truly are is a thought or a reaction to something that's already stored.
yeah, exactly,
It's false evidence
absolutely.
appearing real. Why is it false evidence appearing real? Because it's from the past that you're governing fearful thoughts on. So if it no longer exists and it's supposed to be learning, it no longer exists. So you got to be living from the now with no fear looking forward.
Yep, exactly. And you know, um it's like a lot of people, how do I say it, like when you know how people work, um when you know how people work, things just become easier
Yes.
because you know they're gonna say that, you know they're gonna react like that, you know they're gonna do that, you know they're probably thinking about that, right? You know where they're gonna go, and you know how they're gonna walk, and you know all the physical twitches that their stress is responding to their body, right? And they don't want to show it, and they're trying to control themselves so easily, but they can't, right? We all like that's all known. That's all known,
Yeah, but guess
right?
what? A lot of people aren't knowledgeable about that. They're really not aware. They're really
No,
not
no, no, no,
aware.
no. When I mean all known, it's like me. Like when I'm talking about me, I can talk about other people.
Yeah,
I mean, me talking about other people is me talking to thin air, right?
yeah, for sure. For sure,
Like
but I
I had to
get it.
talk about.
You can see and know it all because yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I
you
can
know,
do
it's like
I can do a full body scan on somebody and know more about them than they do.
yeah, absolutely. Like profilers.
Well, it's
Yeah,
crazy because they don't even have to open their mouth. I can
yeah. It's
read
like
them like a book.
it's all intuition, like
Yeah.
highly intuitive.
Well,
You know,
it's
like
energy too. We're all that energetic influence, right? And
mhm,
me energetically, whenever I, and like I throw energy to you all the time. Like, you know what, in conversation and whatever, you throw energy to me. But a lot of people don't realize the energy transference that actually happens as soon as you pay attention. As soon as you pay attention, you are paying your energetic force. So people don't realize how easy it genuinely is to read people because of the energetic influence. We do,
yep. Hmm.
but most are oblivious to their own energy. Never
Hmm.
mind that energetically you could pick up a bad mood off of somebody by walking by them, or
Hmm.
energetically you could get sick from absorbing the energy of a sick person. They're totally
Hmm.
oblivious to all of this.
Hmm. Yep. Oblivion completely, completely. Like
We'll bring that
people,
awareness back.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's like I think that people are so stuck in the material. You know, like in a face, in a body. You know, in things that you can actually feel. That is actually real, right? It's like people act like immortals on the things they feel the majority of pleasure in, right? On what the people act like immortals on what makes them feel so alive, but then they act like mortals on what they fear,
Yeah.
right? And this is gonna sound a little bit rude for a lot of people, but this is how unstable. I don't. It's not being rude. It's a bit like like yeah, whatever. That's how unstable humans are.
Yeah.
Look, like we're all humans, and let me tell you something. We're all so weak. Like, what the fuck? Why would aliens even want to come in here?
You know
The
what?
fuck?
This is the thing, though. A lot of people are weak. Yes, I'll validate that. But we all have the energetic force that's giving us life. That is the most
Yes,
powerful thing possible. So,
yes,
in somebody's weakness, it is because they have themselves chosen to
yes,
stay weak.
absolutely.
Because when one finds or realizes or acquires the awareness that they are a weak individual, who,
Uh-huh.
who would want to stay like that?
Exactly. Right? And I
Because
agree when I'm
in all
like,
facts, sorry,
no
there
worries.
is no Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. It is wrong. It is in nature elimination of the weakest. So why would anybody want to stay weak knowing they will be eliminated?
Exactly. Yes. It's like
You're
people
either,
choose. Like people
yeah,
choose to.
yeah,
People choose.
but you're either, there's two ways people are going. It's either you're thriving or you are surviving. There is no in between.
Hmm.
Fear-based operation is surviving because then you're in constant fear of a threat.
Hmm.
That's why it's so important to be stable and secure in your own power, in your own being, knowing what's possible.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like, for example, uh, but that's it. Like, for example, like people deliberately choose to feel the way they feel.
Yes.
Now, just by people saying that, oh yeah, but like, because sometimes when I tell people, like, sometimes I tell people, but like, a thought is just a thought. It doesn't have any impact, doesn't change people's lives unless they want to,
Yeah.
right? It's just a thought. Like, you're not saying it with your mouth. Who cares, right? What, like, what? You now, like, you need like a license-free thought, like, template card, because you had a bad thought, and like police thought he's gonna come and he's gonna put you in jail. Like, what is that? Like, no. And people were like, really? Like, seriously? And I'm like, of course. But I don't say, like, of course, like, making them feel stupid or dumb. I just say, like, yeah, of course, like, yeah, it's all right. It's just like, but that's the thing, like, people live in their minds so much. And that's exactly what makes people weak, right? It's like people choose to deliberately be weak because of the conditioning people suffer all their life,
Yeah.
right? With money, with emotions, right? With everything. That's why I said to myself for a long time, I'm like, I am not having kids if I am rich. I'm not. Because I don't want my kid to see me struggle with money, right? And believe, like, freaking 95% of kids nowadays, right? That, like, you have to work really, really, really hard to do this and to be that and to do whatever, right? And it's not like you don't have to. I mean, okay, fine, you have to, but it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be, oh, another day in this, another day in that. Oh, waking up there. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It can be fun. It can be exciting if you do what you love, right? And if you have the balls, the courage, and the bravery to go and do it, right? To actually be a
You know
hard
what? I'll
worker.
I'll change your little mind. I'll change your mindset just a little pinch maybe by telling you this. I'm a teenage mom. Well, now I'm close to 50. But I had my first daughter when I was 19, born in the struggle, living
Mm,
a life that, wasn't good for anybody because I was in a gangster kind of lifestyle. And,
mm,
and you know what? Honestly, I'm happy I had my daughter when I did because I produced a very resilient, dynamic woman who has been fending for herself since she could have a first job, you see? So I, my daughter is so, I, let's just put it this way. I am grateful that I had my kids when I did in the midst of the biggest struggles of my life because how they came out of that and who they are today, priceless. Let me just say, neither of my children or my grandchildren will ever need coaching in the world. You know what I mean?
mm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like, I'm really grateful that I have lived all that I have. And I've had quite the dynamic and rough life. And yes, carried children through it also. Because literally what it produced them to be is I wouldn't ask for better than what I have right now. Literally, when it comes to my kids and my grandchildren, oh, I have it all when it comes to them. And there's no worry or struggle or nothing because you know what? When I go and speak to my daughter and I see her and everything, do you know that everything that I sit out here and I say and I coach to the world about, my daughter repeats that already back to me. This is stuff that she's been living with me her whole life. See, this is not Tobi's new way of being. Tobi's been highly spiritual for 30 years, right? So my kids play this back to me as reminders. So they heard everything that I installed. They govern themselves like that already naturally,
Mhm.
literally. So don't cut yourself short because of certain expectations you want to have for your children, because when they're meant to come, they're going to come.
Mm.
That's why I had
Exactly.
to tell you that, because you know what? Don't think you got to be, loaded or whatever the case is to have. No, because guess what? Your heart has to be loaded, and that's the key. It does.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? As long as your heart is loaded, well, you're
Mm.
rich. You're rich.
Yeah, true. No, you're like, no, I agree 100% with what you're saying. I agree. But I mean, it's just like for example, I grew up with like a single mother. Like I never had a father there for me, right? And I don't want the same thing to happen. Like I want to spend every single like second of the day like with my child until like I also don't want like my kid to go to public school. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all a waste of time. I think it's all I think it's prison.
Yeah.
I think it's pathetic that you have to like raise your finger to ask even to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think it's all stupid. And I think tutors will do my kid or kids very well, especially because those tutors will teach something to my kids that 95% of kids don't learn, which is money, how money works, where it comes from, how it is created, right? And what is its purpose, which people don't have no clue. They have no clue. They have no idea.
Mm.
They have no idea, right? And that's really what I kind of want, right? And I think like the the one thing that I really want to like instill in them, right, is that hard work, but more than hard work, like smart work. You know, like like making them understand like connections. Have the connections with people. Connect with people. Connect with people. Connect with people. Connect with people. Right? Like see how you can collaborate with them. See how you can collaborate with them. It's all about the collaboration. It's all about the help. Listen, you can be a genius, but a genius and another genius is better than just one,
Well, yeah.
right? Two geniuses is better than just one.
Well, look at the masterminds of. There's a picture, I believe, when I did the Dream Builder live event, of all of those masterminds together sitting outside. Like all of those great inventors. They were all sitting outside together in the picture where they were masterminding together, fueling their inventions.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the Dream Builder live event?
Dream Builder live event? No.
No? Okay. Well, there was a mastermind picture of all of the great inventors that were
Mm-hmm.
sitting together outside, like behind a
Mm-hmm.
barn or something, that were
Mm-hmm.
masterminding. So you're
Oh,
right about
like
that.
is it like a very like old picture?
Yes.
Like yeah, is it Einstein there?
I'm not sure. I'll have to
I
check
think
it. I think
Einstein
I
is
have it in my files.
yeah, I think Einstein is on like down below part.
But yeah, masterminding, look what we did the other day, and it kicked off so many doors for me.
Yeah.
Masterminding with more than one, it brings a creative power that you do not have alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But people don't
And
understand about that masterminding. They think that they have to do it all alone, and that,
yeah,
they got to keep their stuff to themselves, and that's how I'm going to get ahead. And they're wrong,
yeah,
because the
yeah, they're
more
wrong.
masterminds you have, the more energy, the more creative power, and the more boom you have for whatever project you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't meant to
Absolutely.
do it alone, but if they choose to do it alone, hey, go for it, try.
Yeah. Like
Have a first
like for example,
attempt in learning, which will equal a fail.
yeah. I mean, it's not a failure every single time. Like sometimes it actually works. Like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and everything, right?
Yeah, but they didn't do it without a team behind them. They didn't do
Oh,
it alone.
no, 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 no. Like that's for
They
sure.
didn't
That's
do
for
it
sure. That's
alone.
for sure. They always had a team, but not in the beginning stages,
Yeah,
right? It's like
but you
from
know what? they didn't just come up with these ideas and keep it to themselves, or they never
No, yeah, for
would have
sure.
produced what they did.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Right?
But look, for example, in the spiritual side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, for example, like actually, I have a question that I would like to ask you.
Sure.
On the spiritual side,
Yeah.
for example, on the spiritual side, do you do you have a do you actually need to become isolated, or you don't need to become isolated? Do you need to isolate yourself for spiritual enlightenment?
Well,
Because or
I'll,
don't you do? Because like for, in my personal like in my personal um experience, I felt like I had to. I felt like I had to, and I really did because it really worked, right? It's like I followed my intuition, right? Because the problem nowadays is that like uh, we killed boredom. Like if people are still bored nowadays, it's like wow, like how is that possible? Because now you have a phone, you're not bored anymore. You know, it's like you're always like there's always something to search for on the outside, right? And right, and because we were never taught to search on the inside, which is where all our answers are, right?
yeah, they are.
They're on the inside, right? And
Yeah.
people are
So,
conditioned more and more to believe that they're on the outside. So, like for
but
example,
they're not.
with with my boredom, right, was like, okay, so you're telling me that my answers are on the inside, and that majority of my times when I was young, I was bored. I could have did something spiritual to start that journey, but I didn't because I had no fucking idea. Okay, cool, no problem. Now I do know now, so what do I need to do? But for people to be bored, they have to be by themselves without not knowing what to do, right?
You see, this is the thing, though. There's always something to do. But I'm going to answer your question about self-isolation. I even wrote it in my books. I self-isolated intentionally to rid my vicinity and my influences from anything karmic. So no people, places, and things. Total,
Yeah.
complete self-isolation.
Hmm.
And within that self-isolation period, I also became selfless,
Yeah,
meaning,
selfless.
meaning Tobi no longer exists. No experience of Tobi exists. No, literally. I
Yeah.
became, because I was watching Dr. Joe Dispenza all the time to rewrite my new genetic code, to rewrite my thinking patterns, okay, he was a huge influence. So he told me, well, not me personally, but in his things, that you have to become no person, no place, no time in order to really tap into your highest power. Well, that's what I did. Listening to the highest frequencies possible, I literally became, in my own being, no person, no place, no time, nothing. I was one with the universe, and that actually fueled my Kundalini awakening. Literally,
Yeah.
literally. That tapped me into the all knowing, total out of body experience. My whole life played in front of my eyes with the understanding of why. While I was in this energetic energy that runs the
Hmm.
universe, the
Hmm.
universal love, I felt love for the first time in my whole life, down to my
Hmm.
core.
Hmm.
Had I not self isolated, I
Hmm.
don't think I ever would have reached the state of enlightenment that I have.
Hmm. Exactly. But yeah, like I think like being in boredom, I think it's just I think being in boredom is so it's I think it's needed
Oh, it's a
because like even
state of
if you're
mind. Being
yeah,
bored is
it's
a
a state
state
of
of
mind.
mind.
It
It
depends
is.
on
And
what you
you know
prioritize.
what? When you say that you're bored, when there is so much knowledge to acquire and growth and learning and evolution, well, that's
Yeah.
somebody who chooses to be a
Hmm.
stagnant pond instead of a flowing river.
Yeah. But I have to say something here because look, I've been through that and I know exactly how people feel. It's not so much on that they don't like search for that knowledge. Is why would they? Like, look, people need a reason. We both know, like I do what I do. I don't do it because I do it. Oh, today I'm going to wake up and I want to inspire millions because I'm bored. No, I feel like I'm called to do that. I feel like I need to put myself out there digitally. I need to be helping people in some way because I feel like that's what I'm good at. I'm good at listening to people. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at helping people, right? And if I can make a life out of that, then I'm gonna fucking make a life out of that,
Yes, for sure.
right? And I feel called to do that. Majority of people, they don't feel called to learn things that, right? So sort of things. It doesn't really fit on them, right? Um, People have to feel a sense of that they actually need it or that they want it for some reason or because it is exciting. But now here's the catch, right? If you go to a school and you sit your ass for 8, 9 hours, right, learning something you don't want to learn, people don't want to continue that learning because they think that everything that involves learning involves being boring, involves being shit, involves sucking, involves stressing themselves out, right? Involves being difficult, right? Because of how intimidating tests and exams could be, right? Because of like names that don't make sense. And what is the definition of this? What is the definition of that, right? Look, when I put myself in a situation where I started learning something else, I was like, wait a second, this is very different. Like, I'm not learning what people want me to learn. I'm choosing to learn what I want. This is different.
Yep.
And it was so exciting. I was like, wow, I have power in what I want.
Yep.
Well, look at this. I have power in
Yep.
what I want. I have power to choose what I want to learn, right? I don't have to learn what, like business professor A that is not rich, and the whole point of a business is to be rich, and the person is not rich, so this is the biggest hypocrisy ever, right? Wants me to learn. No, I'm learning what I want to learn. And that's when because like, look, like I used to be one of those people. Now I can have a conversation about almost anything. And the things that I cannot, I say, listen, I don't know what you're saying. So I cannot really be the right person to talk about this. So like we either change what we're talking and I apologize, or you're gonna be talking to yourself and I'm just gonna be looking at you like I'm looking to like, like whatever. Like I don't even know, right? But back then I didn't know anything. Like I was just dumb. Like but it was my choice to be dumb, right? It was my choice to be stupid. It was my choice to be ignorant. It was my choice to be asleep.
Yeah.
It was my choice, right? It was my choice to be all that. The moment I started watching more documentaries, I started reading more books, I started writing more, I started seeing like more stuff, and I started to become a little bit more awakened to myself and to the world that we live in and everything. Because look, the world that we live in, some of the things you can see them on the news, but look, the world that we live in is not the news. Because
Nope.
if the world that we live in is the news, then we would be in hell. Okay, look, uh, imagine this. You wake up on a very beautiful morning, right? And instead of opening the damn windows and listening to the birds singing, no, you're gonna watch the news expecting some positive stuff to come out, right? Like you don't even know that you don't even know what's coming. Probably 15 people have been murdered, and it's like groundbreaking news, right? 15 people have been murdered in this and that, whatever. No positivity, no nothing, and you go out to your life being completely conditioned. The radio, on a Monday morning, the radio, countless times I heard sad songs on the radio. I don't even believe they have like a track of songs. I believe people on the radio, they just put the songs that they want, right? Because that's how they feel. They have no idea they're impacting the entire people who are listening to that station. And if that station is national on a fucking
No,
6:30 a.m. morning on
actually,
a
they know. They know that's what they're doing. We live in
yeah,
a
exactly.
lower
So
density vibration, and everything in the system is made to keep people low vibed, keep them sick, keep them feeling that shitty way.
yeah,
That's why it's so important for us to do what we do, because it's the flip
yeah,
side.
exactly. So like you see, it's like the world is not the news. The world is not the radio. The world is not
No.
what is presented to us. The world is what we want the world to be. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't believe this because they feel like they can't do anything because they've never seen anything around them, right, that were from their family or anything around them, like friends and stuff from their social status, do anything about it as well. So they feel powerless and they immediately give away their power, right? Because they feel like they're the same as them, right? Because
Yeah.
like people can be whatever, but people are not stupid. And even people that are poor nowadays, like look, for example, I don't know how it works in Canada, but in France, for example, like you may be poor, but if you know how to play the social system, right? And get your benefits from doing absolutely nothing, you can get a brand new iPhone, a brand new computer by doing fuck all, right? Now in Morocco that doesn't work, but in France that works. In Portugal that works as well, right? But that's first
So
world
did you do it
countries.
while you were over in France just now?
No, I didn't do it, but I had a conversation about it. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. What the fuck, no. But I had a conversation about it, right? I had a conversation about it um, with somebody like who knows how that system works very well, right? And that's the only reason why I'm telling you this because I know about it now. I couldn't say it before because I had no fucking idea. But yeah, I mean, but it's just like so many things are made to be like, like so many things like are made to there's so many things are made for us to disattach from ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We're already disconnected. Like people are already like disconnected from themselves. When people also disattach from themselves and they don't even know how they feel anymore,
Yeah.
right?
This is the
Like they
whole
don't even
scheme.
know. Yeah.
This is the whole scheme of with the social media and stuff. It's
Yeah.
intentionally to keep people disconnected from what they're truly feeling because what they're feeling is being manipulated by what they're connected to. And that same device is studying how they're reacting to everything they see, taking pictures of them every 5 seconds, and literally looking to brain control them. So if people don't take their power back from it and figure out and tap in, one, to how they genuinely feel as a person, tap
Hmm.
into their highest potential as a being,
Hmm.
and change the constructs and patterns of their mind, their life,
Hmm.
they are destroying themselves.
Yeah. Completely.
But this is not new. This has been going on for centuries and more than that, millennials right now,
Yeah.
right? Like it's been
Hmm.
going on for way too long. As soon as settlements started, because until people were settling in one area, which nobody
Hmm.
should ever settle for anything. So I guess the whole concept of settling in one vicinity, we were
Hmm.
voyagers. We travel. You know what I mean? You gather, and then you move on to it's like all of a sudden now that these cities and constructs and everything and agriculture and all of this came up, well, society has been constructing through going to school and through everything to have slaves to their system that is in place. You
Yeah.
cannot get ahead unless they want you to.
Hmm.
So you
Exactly.
must take your power back as an
Hmm.
individual, a sovereign being, making your own choices, being aware of what's emotionally charging you and what's not. And That's why it's so important.
Yeah. Like, another thing that comes to my mind when we talk about this is, look, it's this. Like, people value their money so hard and they always complain they have no money, but they don't even know how taxes work. Like, it doesn't have any power over their money. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I cannot understand this hypocrisy. Like, this is pure and raw hypocrisy. And this is only on the financial plane of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
But
even the worst. When we get into the emotionals, it's like, like, Jesus Christ, like, what? Like, that's
well,
crazy because, like, yeah, yeah. Go, Toby.
I
Go on.
don't know
Go on.
how it works in Morocco.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, my ex-husband lived in Morocco, eh? He's got
Yeah, I remember you
some
told me. You told me.
he's got some judo schools out there. Maybe you
No,
as a fighter should go and look him up. But anyway,
he's a serious one.
eh?
He's a serious one
What?
in the good.
Oh yeah, my ex-husband is an international judo champ, and he lives
Yeah,
in Morocco,
exactly.
right there, and you're in Morocco. So you know what? I should hook you two up. He's an outstanding man. So hey, trust me. Trust me. Great guy. Great guy.
Yeah,
Great guy.
cool.
And it's funny
Awesome.
because you know something? I married him in 2015 and I stayed married to him up until a year and a half ago when I was with the gentleman that I had just walked away from. I got
Mm-hmm.
divorced from him just last year, finalized, while I was living with this other man. I'm
Mm-hmm.
regretting that right now, going, fuck, I should have never got divorced. Because you know what? I'm looking at him now from far going, oh, he's a keeper.
Now,
Okay, so back to
like
taxes.
international, like men who usually are Moroccan internationals, like Moroccan men, like who grew up in Spain or France or even Canada or whatever, right? They're all over the
Well,
world.
he's got
Um,
championships. He's got judo champ in like France
yeah,
and in like he's got it's international. It's not just in Morocco that he's won championships.
yeah.
So,
Now, like, like those type of men, they're all serious. Like, it's all serious men. Like, there's a lot of not serious people.
oh,
There's a
he's
lot
a
of
very
non-serious
serious
people in
man.
Morocco.
He's a very
No, no, like
serious man.
when I mean like not serious is like not serious people about their own life.
Yeah,
Like they're not serious about their life, like whatever. But usually like men and women who are Moroccan but they were like born and raised somewhere else or they just like choose to go somewhere else. They're all very very serious people and I met a bunch of them. In fact, I told you about yesterday on the plane. I met this Moroccan woman with an Indian background. She's from France and she works for a Portuguese company and like she's so open-minded, like it's incredible. It's like wow, it's just like in here as well, but it's not the same thing, right? It's just like it's not the same thing. It's just in Morocco, the majority of the serious people they're traveling, they don't stay here unless they
yeah.
really have a
Well, you know
but
what?
they don't.
Well, we were talking about taxes, and I said I didn't know how Morocco works for taxes, and then we got off on this. I had to mention my ex-husband, but you know what? I'll get. I'm going to send you his name that you can whatever. But the point we were doing was taxes. In Canada, I don't know how it works there, but the Canadian government is robbing everybody blind, like blind. Look, you go to work, literally, you're bringing home at the end of everything said and done, you maybe acquire half of your salary,
Hmm.
literally. And with that half a salary, anything you buy, you're paying taxes. So it's like
Hmm.
you literally, maybe, when all's said and done, you have maybe
Hmm.
a little bit of play money that you still have to pay taxes when you're out having a good time too,
Hmm.
after everything's
Yeah.
said and done. This
Yeah.
they talk about the Canada being the land of the free and go to Canada if you want advantage. Yes. Okay. Go to Canada if you want to be totally robbed out of the money that you make legally. That's how I see it. The whole system is to keep people down. It's not to, it's to keep them enslaved.
Yep.
So I don't know how it
Absolutely.
is in Morocco, but in Canada, huh?
But I think it's like that everywhere, you know. It's like that everywhere. I think in Morocco is a lot. Obviously, that taxes have an impact, but in Morocco, it's also like the amount of like holidays you can take. You know, um, like a lot of people in here, they won't like get a lot of holidays. In fact, some majority people have none. Um, and on top of that, it's like the majority of the holidays they get is if they have like if they can bridge their Friday. So like let's say they don't work Friday, so they leave on Thursday night,
Okay.
and then they come back on fucking like Sunday night. So they have like 3 days, right? And whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And they just do it that way, right? And like all those 3, 6, 9, 12, all those 3 days in combined gives them like uh more holidays, the actual holidays that they don't have. The people who have holidays, they have those holidays plus all those days, right? Which along the year makes it up very well.
Oh, that's
But
good.
yeah, I mean, the point is like none of us want to live that shit life. Um,
True.
because you know, like I mean, it is shit. It's like I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't born to work 50 fucking years for somebody, like an idiot, be completely undervalued, underpaid, and be judged on what I'm good at for somebody who doesn't even give a crap about me, right? I wasn't born to do that type of shit. I was born to have fun doing what I love. I was born to really have fun with my life, inspire people, and then die. Simple. Do what I'm supposed to, and then just go fuck myself. That's it. Simple. End of the story, right? So, yeah, I mean, but it's exciting impacting people. It's
Yep.
exciting doing this type of stuff.
Yes, it
It's
is.
exciting. It
It
gives
is.
you a purpose, right?
Yes.
It's like it makes you feel like it makes you feel alive. Like it's almost like it's like it prolongs your life expectancy.
Well, yeah. Well, if you don't feel joy, you don't live long, because
Exactly.
everything in our society is made to destroy us. Everything. So even the programming and conditioning. So unless somebody actually gets coaching or taps into their highest potential of their being or learns how to emotionally become intelligent, they are literally destroying themselves and their life and can't feel the joy that they're meant to
Mm,
feel.
yeah.
So this is why it's so important for people to actually take the steps to be okay
Yeah.
in a world that is constructed to make sure we're not. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
Exactly.
we're going to wrap up this live today. Bruno, can you want to tell them again what your offer is out here? First of
Yes.
all,
So
hold
so
on.
first of all,
Hold on.
okay.
I got to thank you, Bruno. I have to thank you
Okay.
for coming out here on a whim. We were just, guys, everybody listening or watching on the replay, we were having a messenger call together one-on-one. We were talking. I let him know that I was going to go on live. He was like, well, I'll come with you. We said, all right, let's do it. So again, we come out here wholeheartedly, no scripts, no pre-planning. This is, we want you guys to feel the benefits of what we are doing in this world. We come out here and spread knowledge for free. Well, Bruno has an opportunity for you guys all, and he's going to say it again right now as we wrap up the live. But I want you guys to remember next week on the 10th of January, I will be on his TV show, Love It or Shove It, 88. Okay, so on YouTube, he posted the link. Go find it. Go subscribe so you don't miss the fun. Okay? Bruno, take the floor.
So, recapping, my name is Bruno, and I am a self-love coach who coaches women to empower their divinity, right? And unlock their goddess within. Uh, so therefore, the what I'm proposing you is this. I am opening 3 free slots for a month of coaching in exchange for a video testimonial of how amazing and really divine and super fun it really is. All right? So if you want to get in touch with me, I have my uh, I have my information on the bio. Okay, and I'll see you there. Get in touch with me, right? And that's really about it. And I can't wait to chat with you, right? And have some fun conquering your pain because it is important, right?
Well, that's amazing. And I thank you, Bruno, for doing that. And I think that there are going to be 3 lucky ladies that will feel the advantages completely of your coaching, because I felt the advantages of having you as a mastermind on my team, like, in a amazing connection that fuels growth and amazing things. And I look forward to being on your show next week with Arvina. But I also look forward to any time going live, you jumping on with me. Eh?
Yep. Absolutely. And I can't wait for having more chances for that.
So, Bruno, I'm going to let you know also, I post my lives to my YouTube channel all the time because I can't go
Mhm,
live on YouTube yet. I don't have enough
mhm.
subscribers. So, just to let you know, when I do post it, I'm going to mention your channel, Love It or Shove It, so that people can subscribe also. Okay?
All right, Tobi.
I thank
Cool.
you so much. Much of love to you, bro. I'll pump
Lots of
it
love
this
to you
way.
too.
Loads of love. Loads of love.
I love you.
I love you so much, and I love what you do, Bruno. And even though you're in Morocco, hey, we're still connected.
It's all made of energy.
Big time. Okay, so I wish you
6,000
a
kilometers.
wonderful. Hey,
6,000 kilometers are nothing.
there you go. But you know what? You see how far the reach is?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yo, and everything in between. We flood them all with love and light. Flood them all with love and light. Guys, and we'll bring you this way for all of the greatness involved all the time, every day. Bruno, lots of love to you, man. Have a
Lots of
great
love
night. Thanks for
to
coming
you.
out. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
opening up those 3 free coaching spots for women that want to unlock their goddess.
Mhm.
I think that's awesome. And yeah, we'll definitely be in touch. So I'll take you off of the live, and then I will wrap up the live and bring it to a close. And
All right.
thanks a lot, Bruno.
Thank you, Toby.
I love you lots. I'll talk to you after, bro.
Talk to you after. Bye.
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 All right, guys. That was Bruno Gil, and he's a self-love and relationship coach. He helps women unlock the goddess within. And you know something, eh? That's very powerful because women are the true key to divinity. Men are the creators of the planet, while women are the divinity masters of the planet. And that's why they say behind every good man is an even better woman, because the intuition a woman has is to assist her divine male partner, literally. And this is where a lot of imbalances have happened, but that'll be a live for another day. Guys, I love you all. Get the most out of it. Peace.